where I hope to be, but I still feel really good being in this business. It's given me, I mean, even though I'm not at the point where I want to be like being completely financially free and not having to find income in other places, it still gives me some sort of freedom because I still do have a paycheck coming, and that paycheck helps me pay a part of my rent or my entire car payment or my entire electricity bill, because I've been working at this for so long that it's actually significant to me now. And so um, that part of it is amazing. And I don't know, it feels good to have people who are on the same page versus any other job. That's one of the issues I've always had, is everybody's either like negative or have issues with each other or work drama. And that doesn't exist here. And so I love that. I want to keep pushing though, because I want to get to that full 100% financial freedom to where I don't have to rely on anything else, and I can just do this 100% full time and not have to worry or stress and just be happy.
I couldn't hear it all because my internet cut out when I walked in the house. So did you tell them?
Yes.
Like your rank? Do you tell them your rank?
I'm Ruby, but I'm almost charted for Diamond. I'm basically I'm one person away from being charted for Emerald, and I'm 2 away from Diamond.
Okay, so one thing I want to say about Amy is that she doesn't give herself enough credit, because she's been in this business 3 times, like she said, and every other time she would join and like not even talk to me. She's my sister. She would literally ignore me. And she'd be like, okay, yeah, I'll get on that. Never did. And then finally, when there was a $20 kit, I was like, I'm just gonna sign you up again and you're gonna do it right this time. She's like, okay, whatever. But I think it was just the time in her life where it was really a need, and she decided like, okay, I'm gonna try this. I'm really gonna try it. And then she ended up moving with me like 3 months later. So I think that obviously helped, because I was like her coach right next to her, which was hard for me. But at the same time, it's like having a new distributor, but them living with you. It's a little bit different. It's not like she would knock on my door, you guys, like 2 a.m. Oh my God, I have all these messages. Like, what do I say? And I'm like, I am asleep, girl. So it was pretty funny. But I think finally she caught the vision, and you guys, I think she charted Ruby in like her first couple weeks, right?
I charted within like my first month, and I just needed volume. Like that was all we were working at.
Yeah, and she was like, oh my God, it's that easy? And I'm like, yeah, when you do the work, it's that easy. Like, it's not always going to be easy, but if you do the steps, you're going to get there. You're going to be like, how the hell did this happen? And then when I showed her Diamond chart, I'm like, girl, you're only 2 away from Diamond. When we charted her Diamond, she's like, what the hell? Like, she was shocked. But that's just how this business works, you guys. You have to progressively be consistent, do the things every day. Even some of them are annoying. Like, I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat and be like, it's fun every day, all the time. But I can tell you guys from my experience, it has completely, like, this business has given me more than any job or anything I've ever done. And I've worked multiple jobs, 3 jobs, serving jobs, like, and I love serving, but it didn't give me the time freedom. It didn't give me, like, I had to work holidays. I didn't have Christmas off. I worked weekends all the time till 3 a.m. So, like, I feel like what we do in this business is so easy compared to a job. Like, we don't have to leave our family if we don't want to. I mean, obviously, some of us are still working and, like, you know, providing and doing what we have to do. But I can tell you guys that if you're just consistent every day, and even if you can't get it all done, you know, because I'm not like the one to be like, you have to do it all or you're not going to be successful. No, that's not true, because I've even had days where I don't get it all done. But I just wake up the next day and I forget about yesterday and I start over and I do it again. And I'm like, okay, where's my list? Where am I at? What am I doing today? So that's something that I wanted to share with you guys. And also, there's not that many of you on here, but I can share my story with you guys. I know my sister and Veronica pretty much know my story. So I joined this business in 2015, literally for $200 for childcare copay. And within my first 30 days, I was charted Ruby like Amy, but back then it was 5 people. It was not 3 people, it was 5. So it was a little bit harder, and you had to have one other person under you promote to executive. So it was a lot harder. Now you don't even have to have anybody under you promote. You just have 3 people on your team that hit a certain volume, right, number. So that happened, and I was blown away. I'm like, $500, like, oh my God, I can do so much. And at that time, which I still do when I'm super on it, I was bringing in so many distributors, you guys, like 15 a month. Just, I didn't even know what I was doing. Like, nobody helped me. I was just like, okay, hey, you want to join? Hey, you want to join? People were like, sure, whatever. Like, what do you do? And I'm like, I just use these wraps, because back then it was just the wraps. And anytime we got a promo, like right now, join for $20, join for half off, whatever, I would like mass enroll people. So I was making a lot in bonuses as well, which is weekly, junior, weekly bonuses. So I was making like $1,000 just in fast starts. And then my commissions was like $500 around there, because it's an average. Everybody's commissions is different, but they'll give you an average based off of your, you know, your overall. So with the whole company, when you see averages, it means like the whole company average, they put it together and it's like most rubies are earning $500, right? That sometimes counts your bonuses, I guess. I don't know. I was worded to me differently. They're like, yeah, it counts your fast starts. It doesn't. So it just kind of however you want to look at it. And then the second month I charted Emerald. I had no help. No one teaching me how to do it. Now that I know how to do it, I'm like, oh my gosh, everybody can go diamond and like above super fast. But back then I didn't know what I was doing. I was just bringing in distributors, having them get customers, helping them. And I promoted to Emerald my second month and I earned $1,000 bonus. And then my husband's account also promoted from Ruby to Emerald. We were kind of just sitting there for a while. It's like an extra, you know, 2,000 with 2 accounts at Emerald. And then I was earning $1,000 in fast starts average every month. And then finally I decided, okay, like I can't stay here because I can't take other people to above levels if I sit here. Like, yes, I can help girls make money, you know, but I wanted to have people on my team making as much as I was. So I promoted to diamond in March and I earned a $15,000 bonus. And then I promoted my cousin's account to diamond as well. So I've been charted triple like for years. And the honest truth is that sometimes it falls apart and sometimes it just grows back together and people quit and people come, and that's just how it works. So I want you guys to just get comfortable with that now, because you're going to have people that join and they're like, just want to use products. And you're going to have people that join that really want to learn the business. And you're going to have people that join that run. And that's just how it works. So being charted basically means your team is the size that it needs to be for that level. Meaning every box on a chart is full. But when you actually hit the level is when the overall volume, which each chart has a volume on the top, you'll see it. That's what it needs to hit for it to update in the system. But I've always averaged more than a diamond. Okay, so just know that your pay matters more, not on the level it says, it matters more on what you're doing. So like we get paid for productivity. You know, what we do is what we get paid for. So the more you do, the more you're going to get paid, basically. So I've always looked at it like that. And this year, having 2 diamonds on my team has like really opened my eyes to just, I want everybody to get there, because it just, I don't know, it creates this like, and I didn't think that diamond was really going to change everything, just saying it, you know, because I always earned that money. So I was like, just because it says it in the computer, like, what is it really going to do for me? And people would always tell me like, no, you need to get there. So you'll see. And now I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, I was missing out on so much, you guys. So once you hit diamond, you start earning another bonus, which is called cabs. So this is kind of like a bonus that you don't even really have to work for, because it's like you earn an $80 cab for every person that comes into your business, and it doesn't matter where they are in your business. So if like 20 levels down, some girl brings in like 5 people, I make 80, and I don't even know them, right? So you want to get to diamond, because basically you can write it writes your paycheck for the month, and that doesn't count your commission and all that. So I'm definitely not trying to brag about money. I'm mostly saying this because I want you guys to be able to earn that too, and be able to change your life with that, because you literally can pay for anything that you want. Like if my kids want something, I'm like, oh, I'm just going to earn 3 cabs. I'm good. It's nothing. Or, hey, my sister needs $500. I'll just earn $500 in cabs. So I know it sounds easier than it probably is, you know, especially if you're new, you're like, okay, cool, but I still have to do this, bring in 2 people, help them. Guys, that's just part of the process, you know? So just find the time to work this business every day, 1 hour a day. Schedule that 1 hour, you guys. Get your task list done. Check it off as you go. And if you don't have time and you get busy, then put it away and go take care of your kids. Go take care of your family. And then come back 30 minutes. Let me finish up these tasks. And I swear to you guys, it's going to help your business explode, and it's going to help you grow. And before you know it, you're going to be super close to so many promotions, and you're going to be promoting. So right now is kind of what they call slow season. People are more worried about Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. They're not worried about getting healthy. Most people are like, I'm going to gain 20 pounds like in the next 2 months. I'll worry about that in January. So if you feel like people are ignoring you more now, that's why. I've been a part of this business so long that I know the season already, but that doesn't mean you can't be consistent because people are still watching. So the people that are watching are going to be the ones that come to you January 1st. They're gonna be like, hey girl, like I've seen you post about this coffee. I'm ready to lose 20 pounds. Like, are you doing this? So you want to be super consistent so people know who you are and they know that's the girl that has the weight loss coffee or whatever. Destiny, can you not jump, please? Did I say everything? I also wanted to share, I'm gonna put a recording in the chat. That's why I kind of want to share more. I know most of you guys know my story, but I also earned a full paid Disney cruise in this business 2 years ago. And I've been on a cruise every November since then, paid cash by this business. And this year we didn't go because of COVID. So that was really sad because those cruises like literally helped my mindset. They helped me grow so much. And not only that, it got me out of my house to where I seen the world. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like when you're stuck in your house, you guys, there's something about like just feeling so small, you know, like you feel like, okay, like I'm always home, I'm always with the kids, I'm always doing this, I'm working my business, but it doesn't let you see the world. So I encourage you guys that once we open up again and hopefully things get back to normal, get to events, get to cruises if you earn one. Like sometimes they're scary because you go all the way to the Bahamas. Trust me, every time I went, I was like shaking on the plane, having anxiety, couldn't even breathe. But once I got there, it was like so magical and like I don't regret ever just getting there. So if you guys, once we open up and you guys can get to an event or anything like that, please get to them because I promise you they're going to help you guys so much because you're going to get to know other people in the business that are like you and you're going to be like, okay, I can do this. You know, it's going to create that belief for you. So yeah, that's basically my story. And, you know, I'm just here to help you guys now. Honestly, I could make the same money and just be thankful for it, just helping you guys make money. Obviously I want to grow because if I don't grow, you guys won't, you know, so that's just how it works. And we're just going to work together to keep going. So do you guys have any questions or anything you want to ask me? So I want to start doing these every week because I realize we have new people coming in and a lot of people I have a hard time getting on the phone with, like we'll schedule time and then like, you know, it'll get canceled or something will happen. So I feel like here at least I can talk to you guys, ask you guys questions and connect. I feel like for me, connections are really important in this business because if we don't have connections and we don't know each other, it's kind of awkward, you know? So I want to get to know every single one of you. And I want to be able to help you guys hit your specific goal. So please, if we haven't already talked about your goals, send me your goal. Tell me how much money you want to make, what your goal is and how long. Like I need $500 by this day or whatever. And I will help you chart. I will help you get whatever we got to get going. Distributors, customers, we'll break it down to like the dot because a lot of the times, you know, we can say, well, I want to go Ruby, but if you don't know how, it's not going to happen. So the first step is to print out that Ruby chart, have that visual, put it up in your room or wherever you always are, well, you'll see it daily. And then just every day know that my goal is to fill this, get those 3 people on my team. And then help them get their shopping sprees because that's really important. So, let's see. You guys have any questions at all?
Hello. Hi.
No? Okay. So we're gonna do this every week and I hope to see you guys. Make sure you invite your people. So this month, I would just say, you guys, just be very intentional. And like, if all you can do is get to 500, get to 500 club. If you're one distributor away from being charted, get charted because I promise you everything that you do at the end of the month. I know people like clock out on the 25th. They're like, okay, everything ran that I had from last month and that's it. But I promise you promotions don't happen like that. And like, you won't hit your goals like that. You have to set those 5 days to like run and be like, okay, 5 days, I need this much. Okay, I'm going to do it. Or I'm going to get halfway there. Because the next month it's going to help and you're going to be like, well, I'm there, you know, like I'm like 100 away now. When I went diamond, it was like, it felt like it wasn't going to happen because I had 3 orders get returned. I had one move because you can move orders to help for your promotion. So like, for example, I placed an order and I moved it where it was needed and it didn't move to the right spot. And it was like 30 minutes before 10 p.m. So I can tell you guys that it does get a little bit, you know, like, oh my gosh, is this going to happen? But I promise you, just do whatever you got to do and we'll figure it out after. You know, if something gets done wrong, we'll fix it. So, but yeah, I think that's everything, you guys. I don't want to keep you guys on here long if you guys don't have questions. And Obviously next week we can talk again. And I also want to let you guys know, I'm glad I remembered, every week, Monday through Thursday, there is a working Zoom. Okay, so I always get them mixed up. So I believe Monday and Wednesday is night, and then Tuesday and Thursday is AM. So that's the time where you can get on, you can hear from other leaders, other girls in this on this team, and they are hosting working Zooms where you can actually go on and like do the tasks with them, and they'll give you tips and things like that. So if you guys want to hop on those, I'll try to remember to put them in the chat every day. That way I can be your guys' reminder. But yeah, so I should be getting into Texas sometime next week because we're not going to rush there. We're kind of go slow. So just let me know if you guys have any questions, and if I have reception, I will respond. All right, ladies? You guys are quiet. Okay, well, have an amazing day. Bye, Veronica. Bye, Amy. Bye, Patricia.
Bye.
Bye.